Hey, this is Sam Doyle with the Parenting Pause of the Week. We're just so thankful you decided to spend some time with us here today. And we just hope that whatever I share with you will encourage you in your walk with your child. We are a ministry that encourages parents in their personal relationship with their children. We believe that having a relationship with them is just like a relationship with any other person. And so we're going to be encouraging you along the way. Every Monday, a YouTube video comes out. And so please look for those. Subscribe, of course, to this channel, Back to the Basics. And we would love to have you a part of the family. We have an email that's sent out to 600 or 700 different parents each and every week that provides resources, tips, a devotional, of course, these videos as well. So if you want to get those, please email me at samdoyle1234@gmail.com. We just spent a wonderful weekend with homeschool parents at the Southeast Homeschool Expo in Atlanta, Georgia. What a great opportunity it was just to encourage parents, for parents to encourage us in our journey, and to be able to share wisdom, share mistakes, share some thoughts and feedback that we have on the relationship piece in working with your child. So this is our first go around at YouTube, so it is a little bit different for me just talking to a phone, but again, I'm imagining a group of people, or at least I'm imagining you. So again, bear with me as we move forward. If there's a topic that you want us to talk about, maybe there's something going on with your teenager, maybe there's a behavior issue, maybe your young one, there's a discipline issue in the home, maybe there's boundaries that need to be set, maybe there's a friendship that your child or teenager is engaged with that you question. Maybe you talk with your children or child and they don't talk to you back and you're wondering why that is. We can help you. We can encourage you with that. So we've had experiences in all of those. Maybe your child is into something inappropriate or is going down the wrong path, or maybe they just don't believe in God anymore. They don't want to go to church. Any and all of these topics, please, we would love to hear back from you. We'd love to tackle those and talk about those, and again, share those with others. Please subscribe, please like, and this will get the messages out there. Again, we're going to talk about today your role in your child's life. And of course, we know the role. We know that we have many different roles in our child's life. But I wanted to take you back 30,000 feet, big picture. We talked this weekend quite a bit about big picture parenting. Sometimes, and it's true, and we were in this quite a bit as well. Sometimes we are in the day-to-day. We were in the running around. We're in the go here and go there and get curriculum and help with homework and sports. We are running around doing a lot of different things, and most of them are very good. Most of them are needed and necessary. But I wanted to kind of pull us back 30,000 feet and talk about how you should view your role in your place that you play in a child's life. And I shared this with parents, many parents this weekend at the homeschool conference. I said this many different times that your role is a steward. You are a steward. You are a manager of the child that God gave you. Remember when your child was born, you held him or her in your arms, and you thought it was, again, the most precious gift, and you thanked God, and you were praying over this child. You remember that, right, in the beginning, and you just loved them, and you knew that it was a miracle from the Lord, and you committed to your spouse and to God and to your child to do the best you can. I know that we did that with all of our kids. By the way, do you still do that? Do you still thank God and cherish your precious child or your precious teenager, even when they're unprecious and maybe unloving and sometimes unlovable? I think maybe you should think about that. Do you view them the same as you viewed them when they were born, with that same value, with that same love, the same desires for them? Pull back 30,000 feet to see if you do that. And again, you should have a same awe and wonder of them now, even though maybe they're not awesome and wondrous. You should have that same awe and wonder with your child as you did when they were born. But you committed. You committed you were going to be the best you can be and be the best parent. Do everything for them. Raise them up and train them up in the right way. You know what? That is the same thing that you need to be doing today. That's how you need to view your parenting, is to do the best you can. Your role in your child's life is a steward. God has given you this child for a certain period of time, and you're called to be a manager, a steward of their lives. Much like we're stewards of our money, of our home, of our time, of our social media, we are stewards of our friendships, and we view different parts of our life that way, where we're supposed to be managers. As a parent, you are a manager and a steward of their lives. Now, again, how you manage that life and how you steward that will be different as the years go by. Maybe your child's 3 or 4. You maybe still changing diapers, and you're still correcting them with little things, and maybe they get 7 or 8, and they're thinking about just different kinds of things, activities, sports, things they like to do, Legos, movies, and things like that. When they get to be 12 and 13, they're starting to have maybe a clear picture of how things that they like to do, clear picture of friendships and passions and different kinds of things. When they're a teenager, they're much more clear on what they're good at and maybe what they would like to do when they get older. So the way we manage our children changes. As they're younger, we're more hands on, we're more direct, we're training, disciplining, and helping hands on. As our kids get older, they need that less and less, but they still need your stewardship, they still need your management. Whenever your child, whenever your middle schooler, even whenever your teenager is disobedient and rebellious, and they are, and ours were as well, we have to look at the right way to manage that. We have to look at the crises in our child's life and the challenges that we face with them. We have to look at those challenges as management. How are we going to manage that situation? As parents, when we see behavior, when we see attitudes, we see talking back, we want to either stop it or control it and put an end to it. Trust me, that's where we were with our kids in many different occasions and many different seasons. But we're not called to do that. See, we're not in control of our children. We manage them. And so as things are coming to us, as they are, things are happening with them in that what we see that concern us, we have to find a way to manage it. What's the best way to maneuver that situation, even if it's directly at us? So we have to, in every situation that comes up with our children that are, that are bothersome, that are annoying, we as a parent, I challenge you, need to step back a minute and say, how are we going to manage this? How are we going to maneuver the situation around? What are we going to say? We have to measure our steps. We just can't go and jump in there and control and stop and dictate. Now, when they were little, we had to do that. We had to tell them no right away. We'd say, don't do this, don't do that, do this, do that. But as they get older, we can't do that anymore. And the more we do that as they get older, the more tendency is to rebel against it. But if you view your role in your child's life as a manager, you're managing the situations, even if it comes directly to you or even to their siblings. Maybe it's a friendship that's kind of gone awry, or maybe a friend of your child's has betrayed them. You could, as mama and papa bears, we could easily jump in and try to fix it. Maybe that's not what's best. Maybe you want to help your child fix it. Maybe you want to help your child teach your teenager how to approach that person, how to talk to them well. Rather than you going to the parents and working it out for them, you help your child manage it. Remember, your child is God's. He's given you that child for a period of time. We are going to at some point. You're going to at some point, and we have already with all three. We're going to give our children back over to God, where it's God in them working through their lives. It's not us as a primary tool that God uses. God's going to use many different tools in our children's lives. And we, at some point, as they get older, we are looking to turn their life back over to them. It's their life. It's their walk. It's their journey. We have, of course, the most important part of their journey for quite a long time. But there is a time we're going to have to let go and let them be in God's hands. And so in the meantime, when we take a step back and look at our children and look at our role as manager, we have to see that. We have to acknowledge that. And we have to parent in that way. And it also say a couple of things here. There's a difference between being a parent and parenting. We're always going to be a parent of our children, but we're not always going to be parenting them. And we're certainly not going to be parenting them in the same way. Our children, when they were 5, are not the same when they're 12. We have to parent differently. We have to adjust. We have to manage. And so again, if you're having a hard time managing something about your child, their behavior, their attitudes, their friendships, how they handle life, please reach back out. You can send a comment in the comment section. You can email me at samdoyle1234@gmail.com. We have a Facebook page called Parenting Pause as well. We'd love to hear back from you. In the next episode, next week, we're going to be talking about how to know if your child trusts you. What are the signs that you can see, and that we all can see, if there's trust between you and your child? So again, Parenting Pause of the Week. We hope it was encouragement to you, and we will see you next week.